Hey guys, so today I'm going to be looking at more relationship stories. Yeah, let's just get right into the video. My parents don't allow me to sleep over at my fiance's house. I have been engaged to my fiance for a few months now, together for almost 6 years. We both live with our respective parents currently to save money. I moved out for a few years to go to college but came back after finishing undergrad, and now I'm working on my master's degree at a local campus. Now that my fiance and I are planning a wedding, we are planning to move in together in our own place after we tie the knot. We both wanted to move in together beforehand, but my parents are very religious, Christian, and premarital sex and cohabitation go against their beliefs. I thought about just doing it anyway because it's my life and not theirs. I'm not very religious personally, until my dad came to me and said he would be happy to fund the wedding as long as we don't live together beforehand. I was ready to tell them I didn't need their money if it came with such silly conditions, until I realized how much money I would actually be turning down. And this is my one wedding. I want it to be amazing. And with my fiance and I being so young and me still in school, we really can't afford a big beautiful wedding on our own. After giving it a lot of thought, my fiance and I both agreed that we would accept my dad's condition and wait until after the wedding to move in together. We agreed that it sucks, but decided to be practical. We didn't want to make things so much harder on ourselves and give up a beautiful wedding just out of spite. The problem, of course, is that my parents don't even allow me to spend the night over at his house. His parents are not religious like mine, and they tell me all the time I'm always welcome at their house and they don't mind me staying at all. This has been the case since we were teenagers, but it goes without saying that my parents would never have been remotely okay with that when I was in high school. When I was in college, our relationship was long distance because my school was 2 hours away, while fiancé still lived with his parents and went to a college in our town. When fiancé would come to visit me at my apartment in my college town, he would obviously stay with me in my room, and I really enjoyed having that freedom to make my own choice. After moving back in with my parents, they made that rule that he was not allowed to spend the night at our house, and I wasn't allowed to spend the night at his. I had a long talk with my parents where I explained to them that I'm an adult now and that it's my decision whether or not I stay with him every now and then, and I'm sorry that it bothers them, but it's just not their business. They said that as long as I'm living under the roof, I have to obey the house rules, and those rules would be in place whether I was 15 or 45 years old. I asked if they would kick me out if I continued to sleep with my fiancés, and they said that they enjoy having me at home and they're not trying to make a power move to get me to move out. They just want the boundaries respected in their own house, and if that's not really something I feel like I can do, I'm obviously free to move out and pay rent on my own place. But they would no longer financially support me in any way, including the wedding. Basically, I saw where they're coming from and decided to be practical yet again. My fiancé and I have our date set for spring 2025, and then we'll finally be able to live together and sleep in the same bed every night. And I'll forget how hard all of this waiting is. This talk with my parents happened a few months ago, around when we first got engaged. I have been making an effort to come home every night since then, but I've slipped up a couple times. Last night, my fiancé and I went on a late dinner date because we both didn't get off work until almost 9 p.m. We got back to his house around 11 p.m. and watched a movie and ate dessert. I got really tired and fell asleep in his room. I woke up around 2 a.m. and I could have just driven home, but I was so tired I just snuggled up to him and went back to sleep. It's been so long since I've been able to sleep with him and I've missed it so much. Then morning came and I woke up to separate texts from both my parents angry that I didn't come home last night. They have my location. I wasn't trying to hide it or anything. I told them I'm sorry and explained that I just fell asleep, and now they want to have another talk with me. So would you rather your kid drive home at night when they're sleepy and it's so dangerous than them just falling asleep at the fiance's house? Like, you'd rather your kid get into a car accident trying to come home? Honestly, if those were my parents, I'd just be like, you know what? Screw it. You keep the money yourself. Seriously. I'm just gonna have a small wedding. They're literally acting as if their kid is still in high school, like they're 15 or something. Your kid's engaged. Like, just because your kid stays over doesn't mean they're gonna have sex. And just because you don't let your kid stay over doesn't mean they're not gonna have sex. Oh wait, I just realized it says cohabitation is also against their beliefs. I actually did not know that was also against their beliefs. I just thought you can't have sex before marriage. But you also can't live together before marriage. Wow. That's crazy though, because I feel like that's a normal thing nowadays, is you live together first. So you get to see how each other is before you guys get married, before you guys spend your whole life together. Like, you know who they are as a person at home before you get married to them. What would you guys do? I'm assuming the money must be a lot. For them to be like, okay, we'll wait. But seriously, it's not even like the parents are giving them the money, it's just they're spending the money on the wedding. So for me, I think I'll just be like, I'll just spend a little bit on the wedding. Like, I'll just have the wedding be chill. Crazy how the parents are like buying to control the kid like that. My girlfriend won't get a job and it's driving me nuts. I met my girlfriend in Brazil. I live in Spain and go every year there to see my family and friends. We are almost 2 years together and she moved here to Spain earlier this year in April. I have a good income and I can afford our living costs, but this is getting too much for me. Since she arrived, she got only one side job as a waitress and she was dismissed after 3 weeks working because she wasn't fit for what they were looking for and had some screw-ups. Since then, I'm the only one bringing money in. She doesn't think of money as I do. Well, I haven't, and I'm not sure she understands the value I put into my own earned money or if she puts a good value in money at all. She never worked before, just graduated last year in cinema, and it's not an easy industry to get started. So I encouraged her in applying to bars and restaurants, and when she does, she gets responses and opportunities quickly. But she literally finds obstacles and ends up losing the opportunity to get a job. We talk about money almost every day. And every week I show her my concerns and I ask her for assistance on the bills, and also because I want to see her become independent and have her life here in Europe without depending 100% on me or money that her family sends from Brazil. It's been 7 months since she moved and my expectation that she would be a more let's do this person are gone. She feels like she's useless and wants to get a job. But one thing is to say, another thing is to act. This has really taken a toll on me in various aspects: professional, personal, sexual, etc. Sometimes I can't focus on a simple work task because I feel like I'm being sucked, and not in the good way. And unfortunately, there's nothing in the day-to-day that she's doing to change the situation. I don't want to be an egocentric that only thinks about money, but it's my money and only I know how much effort I put into getting it. I don't want to be on her ears all week so she can get a job and be a jackass. But if I don't do it, she won't leave the sofa. Any ideas on how I can better treat this matter with her, or at least calm myself down so I don't spoil our relationship? At this point, she just doesn't want to work. 7 months? Yeah. She doesn't have a will to work, okay? She wants him to just pay for everything. She doesn't even want to help out. That's wild because she literally moved to another place, but she doesn't even have the money. She has a family send her money? I'm mind blown. What is wrong with her? Seriously. I think he should give her like a time frame. Like, if you don't do this by this time, we're just gonna break up. Because I can't have someone this irresponsible. Well, that's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Tell me in the comments down below what your thoughts are. And as always, thanks for watching. Hope you guys liked it. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye!